Hello scholars, today I am going to start chapter number 12, ratio and proportion. So ratio is the relationship between two things, or you can say ratio is a relationship between two quantities. Like Isha's weight is 25 kg and her father's weight is 75 kg. So the ratio of father's weight to Isha's weight, that we can say 75:25 means 3:1. Now proportion. So proportion is an equality between two ratios. Now let's see exercise 12.1, question number 1. There are 20 girls and 15 boys in a class. So number A is, what is the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys, and number B is, what is the ratio of number of girls to the total number of students in the class. So let's see first A solution. So here number of girls are given 20 and the number of boys are given 15. So total number is what? 20 plus 15, that is 35. So in the first one, we have to find the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys. So number of girls are 20 upon boys are 15. So it will come 20 upon 15. And when we will simplify, so it will come 4 upon 3 means 4:3. Number B, here we have to find the ratio of number of girls to the total number of students. So number of girls are 20 and the total number of students are 35. Now when we will solve it, so it will come 4 upon 7. Answer is 4:7. Now see question number 2. Out of 30 students in class 6 like football, 12 like cricket and remaining like tennis, find the ratio of A, number of students liking football to number of students liking tennis. Number B, number of students liking cricket to total number of students. So number of students in the class, this is 30. Number of students liking football, 6. Number of students liking cricket, 12. And number of students liking tennis, that is 30 minus 6 plus 12 means 30 minus 18. So it will come 12. Now first one. Here we have to find the number of students liking football to number of students liking tennis. So football 6 students like and tennis 12 students like. So it will come 6 upon 12, and when we will simplify, so it will come 1 upon 2 means 1:2. Second one, here we have to find number of students liking cricket to total number of students. So 12 students liking cricket and the total number of students are 30. So it will come 12 upon 30, and when we will simplify, so it will come 2 upon 5 means 2:5. Now let's see question number 4. Distances travelled by Hamid and Akhtar in an hour are 9 km and 12 km. Find the ratio of speed of Hamid to speed of Akhtar. So here distance travelled by Hamid, it is given 9 km, and distance travelled by Akhtar, this is given 12 km. And the speed of Hamid is given 9 km and the speed of Akhtar is 12 km per hour. Okay, so ratio we have to find, ratio of the speed of Hamid to the speed of, so it will come 9 upon 12 means 3 upon 4. It means 3:4 is the answer. Now see question number 6. Find the ratio of the following. First one, 81 to 108. So 81:108. Now both are divisible by 27. Okay, so we will divide it by 27. So it will come 3:4. Number B, 98 to 63. Now 98 and 63 both we can cut by 7. So it will come 14:9. Number C, 33 3 kilometer to 121 kilometer. Now these two are divisible by 11, so we can cut it by 11. So 11 3 is a 33 and 11 11 is a 121. So answer will come 3:11. Now see the last one, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So this we can write 30:45. Both are divisible by 15. So we can cut it by 15. 15 2 is a 30 and 15 3 is a 45. So answer is 2:3. Now see question number 8. In a year, Seema's earn rupees 1,50,000 and saves rupees 50,000. Find the ratio of number A, money that Seema's earn to the money she saves, and number B, money that she saves to the money she spent. So Seema income, that is rupees 1,50,000 and her savings is 50,000. So Seema's expenditure is 1,50,000 minus 50,000. It means 1 lakh. So first we have to find ratio of Seema's earning to her savings. Means 1,50,000 ratio 50,000. Both we can cut by 50,000. So your answer will come 3:1. And number B, we have to find the ratio of Seema's saving to her expenditure. So saving is 50,000 rupees. Okay, and expenditure is 1 lakh rupees. So ratio will come 50,000 upon 1 lakh, means 1:2 is the answer. Now see question number 9. There are 102 teachers in a school of 3,300 students. Find the ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students. So see the solution. Here number of teachers are given 102 and number of students given 3,300. So ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students, it will come 102 ratio 3,300. And when we will simplify, so it will come 17 ratio 550. Now see question number 10. In a college, out of 4,320 students, 2,300 are girls. Find the ratio of number of girls to the total number of students, number of boys to the number of girls, number of boys to the total number of students. So here total number of students are given 4,320. Number of girls are 2,300. So number of boys are 4,320 minus 2,300. So it will come 2,020. So first one, number of girls to the total number of students. So number of girls are 2,300 and the total number of students are 4,320. So it will come 115 ratio 216. Number B, ratio of number of boys to the number of girls. So number of boys are 2,020 and the number of girls are 2,300. So it will come 101 ratio 115. Number C, ratio of number of boys to the total number of students. Number of boys, that is given 2,020 and the number of students are 4,320. So it will come 101 ratio 216. Now see question number 12. Cost of a dozen pens is rupees 180 and cost of 8 ball pens is rupees 56. Find the ratio of the cost of a pen to the cost of a ball pen. So see the solution. So cost of 1 dozen pens means 12 pens. It is 180 rupees. So first we will find the cost of 1 pen means 180 upon 12. So it will come rupees 15. Now cost of 8 pens are given 56. Okay, it means the cost of 1 pen is what? 56 upon 8 means 7. So the ratio of the cost of a pen to the cost of a ball pen, it will come 15:7. Now see question number 13. Consider the statement ratio of breadth and length of a hall is 2:5. Complete the following table that shows some possible breadth and lengths of the hall. So see the solution. So length is given 50 meter. Okay. So we have to find the breadth. So you can see in the table, the first when the length is 25, on that time the breadth is 10. If we will find the ratio, so it will come 2:5. Okay, it means in 2/5, when we will multiply 10/10, so it will come 20/50. Means the second answer is 20. And see the third one, breadth is given 40. So in 2, when we will multiply 20, so 40 will come. So same as in denominator also we will multiply 20. So answer will come 100. Now see question number 14. Divide 20 pence between Sheila and Sangeeta in the ratio of 3:2. So let's see the solution. Here ratio is given 3:2. So when we will add, so 3 plus 2 is 5. So the part of Sheila, that is 3/5, and the part of Sangeeta is 2/5. So Sheila gets 3/5 into 20 means 12 pence, and Sangeeta gets 2/5 into 20 means 8 pence. This is the answer. Now scholars, your exercise 12.1 completed. Now let's see exercise 12.2. Question number 1. Determine if the following are in proportion. So number 1 is given 15, 45, 40 and 120. So here first 2 is given 15 and 45. So we will find the ratio of 15/45. So it will come 1/3. And the second 2, 40/120. So the ratio is 1/3. Now we can see both answer is coming 1/3. It means both are in proportion. So we can say 15, 45, 40 and 120 are in proportion. Now see number B, 33, 121, 9 and 96. So first see first two ratio, first two numbers, that 33 and 121. So when we will simplify, so it will come 3/11. Same 9/96, when we will simplify, so it will come 3/32. Now you can see here both are not equal. It means 33, 121, 9 and 96 are in proportion. Now see number C, 24, 28, 36 and 48. So first we will find the ratio of first two numbers, 24/28. Both are divisible by 4. So it will come 6/7. Second two numbers are 36 and 48 and both are divisible by 12. So it will come 3/4. Now here also you can see both are not equal. It means 24, 28, 36 and 48 are not in proportion. Now you can see one more. Number D, 32, 48, 70 and 210. So first we will find the ratio of first two number, 32 and 48. Both are divisible by 16. So it will come 2/3. And last two numbers, 70 and 210. These two are divisible by 70. So it will come 1/3. Now you can see here both are not equal. It means 32, 48, 70 and 210 are not in proportion. So now scholars, question number 2 and the question number 3 try to do yourself. These two are also same as this question number 1. Now let's see question number 4. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratios form a proportion. So number A, 25 centimeter ratio 1 meter and rupees 40 ratio rupees 160. So 25 centimeter and this is given 1 meter. So this 1 meter we will convert into centimeter. So it will come 100 centimeter. Okay. So 25/100. When we will solve, so it will come 1/4. Now rupees 40 to rupees 160. So 40/160. Both are divisible by 40. So it will come 1/4. So the given ratios are in the proportion. It means the extreme terms are 25 centimeter and rupees 160. And the middle terms are 1 meter and rupees 40. Means those terms are in middle, that is called the middle terms, and those terms are outside, means the first one and the last one, that is called what? Extreme terms. See the second one. Number B, 39 liters ratio 65 liters, 6 bottles ratio 10/5. Both are divisible by 13. So it will come 3/5. And second one, 6/10. Here both are divisible by 2. So it will come 3 upon 5. So this is also in the proportion. Here extreme terms are 39 and 10 and the middle terms are 65 and 6. Now see number C, 2 kg ratio 80 kg and 25 gram ratio 625 gram. So 2 upon 80, both are divisible by 2, so it will come 1 upon 40. And 25 upon 625, these two are divisible by 25, so it will come 1 upon 25. Now both are not in proportion. You can see both are not equal. That's why both are not in proportion. See the number D, 200 milliliter ratio 2.5 liter and rupees 4 to rupees 50. So this will come, first this liter we have to convert into milliliter. So this will come 2500. Okay. So 200 upon 2500. Both are divisible by 100. So it will come 2 upon 25. And rupees 4 to rupees 50. These two are divisible by 2. So it will come 2 upon 25. Now again both are equal. So the given ratios are in the proportion and the extreme terms are 200 milliliter and 50 rupees and the middle terms are 2.5 liter and rupees 4. So scholars, your exercise 12.2 completed. Now let's see exercise 12.3. Now see question number 1. If the cost of 7 meter of cloth is rupees 1470, find the cost of 5 meter of cloth. So here cost of 7 meter cloth is given rupees 1470. So cost of 1 meter cloth, it is rupees 1470 divided by 7. So this will come 210. Now we have to find the cost of 5 meter cloth. So 210 into 5, it will come 1050. It means the cost of 5 meter cloth is rupees 1050. See the question number 2. Ekta earns rupees 3000 in 10 days. How much will she earn in 30 days? Let's see the solution. So money earned by Ekta in 10 days, that is given rupees 3000. So money earned in 1 day by her, it will come 3000 upon 10. Okay. So it means 300. So we have to find for 30 days. So 300 we will multiply by 30. So it will come 9000. So answer is 9000. Now see question number 3. If it has rained 276 millimeter in the last 3 days, how many centimeter of rain will fall in one full week, means 7 days? Assume that the rain continues to fall at the same rate. See the solution. So measure of rain in 3 days, that is given 276 millimeter. Now measure of rain in 1 day. So for 1 day we will divide by 3. So it will come 92 millimeter. Now measure of rain in 1 week, means for 7 days we have to find. So 92 into 7, it means 644 millimeter. Answer we have to find in centimeter. So this we will divide by 10. So it will come 64.4 centimeter. See question number 4. Cost of 5 kg of wheat is rupees 91.50. So number A, what will be the cost of 8 kg of wheat? Number B, what quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 183? So let's see the first one. Cost of 5 kg wheat is given rupees 91.50. So cost of 1 kg wheat, it will come 91.50 upon 5, means rupees 18.3. And the cost of 8 kg we have to find. So we will multiply by 8, means 18.3 into 8. So it will come rupees 146.40. Now see number B, wheat purchased in rupees 91.50, that is given 5 kg. So wheat purchased in rupees 1, we will divide it, means 5 divided by 91.50. Now wheat purchased in rupees 183. So here we will multiply by 183. So it will come 10 kg. Now see question number 5. The temperature dropped 15 degrees Celsius in the last 30 days. If the rate of temperature drop remains the same, how many degree will be temperature drop in the next 10 days? Now let's see the solution. So here degree of temperature dropped in last 30 days. This is given 15 degree. Okay. So degree of temperature dropped in last 1 day. So we will divide by 30, means 15 upon 30. It will come 1 upon 2 degree. Now degree of temperature dropped in last 10 days. So 1 upon 2 into 10. We will multiply here. So answer will come 5 degree. It means 5 degrees Celsius temperature dropped in 10 days. Now see number 6th. Shaina pays rupees 15,000 as rent for 3 months. How much does she has to pay for a whole year if the rent per month remains same? So rent paid for 3 months, this is given 15,000. So rent for 1 month means we will divide by 3. So it will come 5,000. Okay. Now rent paid for 12 months. So this 5,000 we will multiply by 12. So it will come 60,000. It means the total rent of 1 year is rupees 60,000. Now see question number 7. Cost of 4 dozen bananas is rupees 180. How many bananas can be purchased for rupees 90? So cost of 4 dozen bananas is rupees 180. 4 dozen means 48 bananas. Okay, it means the cost of 48 bananas is rupees 180. Now number of bananas can be purchased from rupees 180, it is 48. Now from rupees 1, number of bananas can be purchased 48 upon 180 means 4 upon 15. So now from rupees 90, number of bananas can be purchased, it is 4 upon 15 into 90. It means 24 bananas. So the answer is 24 bananas can be purchased for rupees 90. See question number 8. The weight of 72 books is 9 kg. What is the weight of 40 such books? So weight of 72 books is given 9 kg. So weight of one book is 9 upon 72. It means 1 upon 8. Now weight of 40 books, 1 upon 8 into 4 means 5 kg. So scholars, your chapter number 12 completed. For worksheet, you can see the link given in the description box. Thank you everyone.